Hello, strong people. It is week 8, day 4. Final day of this, the second part of the training cycle. So usually it's like 3 parts, sort of. Sometimes there'll be like a 4-week, I don't even know what you want to call it, mini training cycle going into the last 8 weeks. But we're done with the second half, so 8 weeks down, 4 to go. And pretty much, I've done this long enough now, and I know enough that next week is going to be heavy. The week after is most likely going to be competition weights and a lot of stuff, comp runs. And then the week after that is going to be a little bit lighter. But then then that would lead into the week right before the show. And that'll be just a keep moving type of week. But I'm anxious. I'm excited. I am a little bit nervous. Not nervous, I guess. Just because I know that I'm going to have to... My coach is probably going to want me to do competition runs on the press event. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that yet. I'd have to do it... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure because it would be not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, and I would have to do it outside. The funny part is I didn't mention this last video, but my garage is scheduled to be in not in like 2 days Monday, like a week from Monday, August 19th. It is supposed to be put in that day. I can't believe that. They said like 12 weeks. And it's been like 3. Maybe 3. I think that concrete got finished up like right at the end of July. So yeah, probably 3 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah, so... By the way, I don't like the way they conduct business at all, but that's besides the point. If they put it in and it's all good, then it's fine. That's what I care about. But anyway, that's supposed to go in not Monday, but the following Monday. So Mondays is when I press. So it would have been amazing if the garage came in like this coming week. So I could actually move all my stuff into the garage, and then I would have way more than enough room to do a comp run on press, which I would love to do. I do need another set of crash pads though, because I'd like some for the log. I would like at least 2 sets. I have 1 set obviously, but I ate my breakfast a little bit later this morning. It's not cooperating that well. I feel a little bloated. But obviously it's a 3 implement medley, so I could use my the turf that I used whenever I was prepping for the regional, like Strongman Corp regional a few weeks back now, a couple months back. I used turf pads, like turf all rolled up, as a crash pad, and then I used the actual crash pad for the axle. So I think the weight for the log is light enough that I could just put it on bumpers. My only concern, and then put it down kind of gracefully, and then use the actual crash pads for the axle, and then I don't know. I don't know for sure what I'd do. That's either way, it's not going to happen because the garage won't be in until, the day that I'm doing the press, unfortunately. So I just won't be able to do it. So I'll probably have to do it in the yard, I'm guessing, which is not ideal. Like, I don't even think I'll be able to do it on my concrete pad because they're going to be working on it, I'd imagine, or they're done by that time when I get to train that day. I have no idea. So I'm just thinking of a bunch of different possibilities here. Because the only other level spot in my yard is like on the other side of the concrete pad, like 100 feet away, which is a small issue compared to what it could be. But maybe I don't do a full comp run. I don't know. I didn't even mention what I'm doing today. Usual event stuff. Day 4 is always event training. So we got sandbag toss, which is work up to a max. It's supposed to be 2.5 pound jumps, but I don't know if I'll get that. And then what else? Oh, and then like some sets at 40 pounds, like sets of 6 or 7. And then squats, speed squats. Everything's pretty much speed based today. Well, except the Husafell. That one's not. It's just not going to be speed. Then I think it's frame. No sandbag loads. But what I am planning on doing, because I just need to get it done, and I want to, since I know I'm going to be down here today, I feel like I need to do the sandbag run for OSG, the online qualifiers, because things pop up and I might not be down next weekend or the weekend after, or whatever, and I don't want to miss out on doing that. I could do it at my house, yeah, but actually I could definitely, no, I can't, because I don't even know how I'd weigh it. I could probably get on my scale, but that scale is iffy, and it's not digital, so it's just, I don't know how they'd take that. But it is what it is. So I'm going to do it today. I'll probably prioritize that, do that first, because it's going to be quick. It's one go, 60 seconds, everything I got. So I don't even know. I want 6. I think I want 6. That's going to be tough. 308 pound bag, back and forth 20 feet, picking it every time. I really don't know, because I've never done an event quite like that. So, and then Husafell, I think it's lighter, but still max distance, like 320 maybe. I don't know if there's something else or not. It's a deload, so I think it's pretty minimal. And I don't really have much to say even past that. I'll talk about something non-gym related. I cannot quit looking at Camaros. I am in no position to even be thinking about buying a Camaro. Like, not at all. But it's one of, I don't know. Like, I always look at gym stuff that I'm like, oh, I would love that. But obviously I can't just go out and spend $2,000 on a piece of gym equipment just for myself. If I own like a gym, maybe. But just buying a Camaro randomly, I'm well off of that. Maybe if we get overtime back at work and I start saving up, I got other things to do first. No toys yet. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing a toy. I haven't had a toy in a while. Like I used to have a motorcycle. I've had a couple motorcycles. I used to have 4-wheelers. And I haven't had one of those in a while. I'm getting the itch for it. But because I don't have anywhere to ride, like a 4-wheeler really, down here at my place. I'm sure there's trails and stuff, but I don't know them, and I don't want to go ride on someone else's property without their permission or anything. Don't have a side-by-side, because I'd have to have, a car to haul it with, a trailer, a bunch of stuff. I don't really want a motorcycle because people drive like idiots. I had more close calls on a motorcycle than I did, and that was just in like 3 years total of me riding. 2-3 years, whatever it was. I had more close calls in those years riding a motorcycle than I ever have in a car. To no fault of my own. It's just people just don't see you. They don't look. They don't pay attention. So I don't really want to go that route again. Especially around Butler. I feel like just people around here are extra stupid. What else? Oh, so I guess a car makes the most sense. I've never even been that big of a car guy. Like, don't get me wrong. I love I like fast things. The Camaro's fairly fast, you know, a lot faster than my little Impreza. Sounds cool. That's what I like. A good sounding exhaust, a good sounding vehicle is perfect. So maybe if my dad ever gets his Camaro up and running, except it's, you know, OG Camaro, not the new one. Also, 2016 and up Camaro is what I would get. The 2015s and before that, I don't like their dashes. They're ugly. That's really the only reason. The 2016s have a better looking dash, instrument panel, whatever you want to call it. And I do not like anything pre-2016. I also probably don't need the supercharger one, ZL1. Probably unnecessary, but you know, you never know. Maybe if you guys stick around for like 5 years on this channel, maybe I'll have one by then. Maybe I'll be driving down here in a Camaro. I won't be driving a Camaro down to the gym. I'll stink it up and I'll get I don't want it to smell like a locker room. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, back to gym stuff. Going to 580, obviously. About to... not much else to say. About to go do a regular gym session. Hopefully I'm not there for, 5 hours like it always seems to be down here. That's just the reality of event days sometimes, though. Don't get me wrong, I definitely take time in between, exercises sometimes or rehydrate or snack or whatever. So it's not always, bang, 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 back to back to back. But with it being a lighter day, maybe I'll be able to do that. So let's just get there, and then we'll hopefully record some stuff for you guys. Rolling. Seconds. All right, so the training session is done. It was a good one. It was a deload, but it was a good one. So the big win, well, I guess two big wins on the day. One, it's not really relevant to prep. I finally did the sandbag run for OSG online qualifiers to get it done with. That's tough. I just kind of went for it. Didn't really try to rush anything. Just kind of went at a decent pace. I don't think I did as good as I could have. I definitely think I could have gotten one more. But my legs were gassed. I don't know if I could have. I dropped it on the fifth leg, and then I had like 10 seconds left at that point, and I don't think I could have picked it in the next 10 seconds, honestly. I don't think it was there. Looking back, well, I know it just happened a little bit ago, but looking back, I'm like, I wish I would have at least tried. But it is what it is. I just wanted a number, if I'm being honest. I was so over, like qualifiers. If I'm going to, it's just a pain. It's so annoying to do. Loading weights, unloading weights, weighing all the stuff, doing the video, timing. It's a lot of work. I won't lie. Like, it's harder than actual training for whatever reason. I don't think that would be the case every year. But this year, you know, it's heavy. It's very heavy. And it's not just, you know, like the sandbag today was not too bad, you know. But it's just like doing a 2-rep max log, doing a 1-rep max deadlift, doing a max 20-foot yoke. Like, you're probably not going to do that all in the same day. So, like, it's going to be a 2 or 3 week thing. And then, like, weighing the yoke, you got to dismantle it and weigh all that. It's just kind of, it's a pain. There's a lot that goes into it, and I get why. Because people will cheat the system, of course, and people still will. It's just the nature of the beast. But it's, you know, I'm not going to complain too much, because it does give a lot of people the opportunity to, you know, go to OSG, ones that can't make it to a regional qualifier or whatever. So I completely get it, but it's work. So, but other than that, I cleared the frickin' 60-pound sandbag to 15 feet today. How? So I was supposed to work up to a max, and that's what I did. The crazy thing is, I've never even cleared the 57.5. 55 pounds to 15 was tough before. And the 60 cleared with, you know, I think it might have tapped going over the top, but it went over. 60 pounds to 15 feet. That's a massive PR for me. I know it's technically only a 5-pound PR, but whenever you look at, you know, it's sandbags, so the jumps are not going to be more than 2.5 to 5 pounds in between, you know, like, you're not going to get a 20-pound sandbag PR, sandbag toss PR, I should say. You're not going to go from 40 to 60 in a training cycle, most likely. You know, if you're stupid strong and you've never done it before, or you don't have the technique until, you know, a prep, then yeah, I guess it could, but the majority are not going to hit like a crazy, you know, 20-pound PR on a sandbag. It's going to be like a 5-pound PR every time. So I am ecstatic about that, especially since our last bag at the show is 55. Now, it's still, you know, a 6-bag medley, 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 55. So clearing 50 is one thing. Clearing 55 is one thing. Clearing 55 as the 6-bag in a medley, that might be a different thing. So I am happy, very happy about that. I think I'm more confident now in sandbag toss than I ever have been before, but I don't want to take that for granted. I still want to work on it really hard the next 3-4 weeks, whatever I have, how many times I have it planned for training from between now and showtime. So, but after that, start out with sandbag toss. After that, I had squats, just light stuff. I didn't even record it. Then is when I did the sandbag run for OSG. I kind of switched that out. I didn't do Husafell today, and I did this in its place. I think this was much harder than Husafell. I'm not happy that I didn't do Husafell, but at the same time, it was either this week or not at all for the OSG, the sandbag event, because I just have, the next 3 weeks are going to be heavy. And I'm not going to want to add that event on top of frame, Husafell, whatever else I have. I don't want to take away from those events anymore. So it's not a great idea to take away from it at all this far into prep. But, ooh, that WRX sounded really nice. But if there was a weekend where I was going to do the sandbag event, it was going to be today. So shout out to my buddies for helping with all that, because that stuff, just doing it by yourself would be awful. I don't know, shout out to the people who do it by themselves in their home gym alone. It'd be a nightmare. Yeah, so I did that. It went okay. You know, I'm not upset about it, but I know it's not going to be a great number. I know someone out there is probably going to get like eight runs or something. So good on them. They can have it. 8 was not doable. 6 I would have felt a lot better with, but didn't happen. And then I did, I was supposed to have a 7-second max on frame. I got up to 630. And I did it in like 7 or 8 seconds. Grip felt a lot better. Last week, I know it's still well below comp weight, like 100 pounds, 120 pounds, but it felt good. It didn't feel like it was slipping. It felt solid. It felt like I could add another 100 pounds to that if I wanted to and be fine. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know, today was a very confidence boosting deload day, I'll say. Usually they don't go like that, but they did today, so I'm rolling with it. Now to rest up, because I know Monday, Wednesday, pretty much the next 3-4 weeks are going to be heavy. So gear up, buckle in, because it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one.